Hello. My name is Annie and today I'm doing my first unstuffing for the month of January. So we're already more than halfway through the month, but it's been a very, very crazy week and a half for me. But I'll get to that in a second. But I've just come home from doing some quick grocery shopping and I've got some happy mail. So this is from Ree at Planning for Reality. I don't know what it is, but she said she'd pop something in the mail for me. So let me just get it out. I've opened it, but just to cut out my address. Okay, let's have a look. Annie, sorry for the delay in the post. Forgive me. Oh, of course, you're busy. The busiest woman on YouTube, I think. That's all. Oh, it's a Christmas card. Oh, so she sent me some freebies. Her scratch off. Ah, that's nice. I'm totally going to have a go at this one. Yeah, I'm not great with the savings challenges, but because I am a monthly stuffer, this is going to do just fine for me. Thank you. And some stickers. It's a very nice card. Lovely. I put all my cards on my fridge, so this is going straight to the fridge. And, oh, do I have to cut this? I think I'm going to have to cut this. I am the worst with opening presents. And there you go. Despite all of the careful cutting, I still end up ripping it, right? Oh, wow. I've got a notebook and it's got my name on it and a pen. I love it. Thank you. Pen. I'm so old school, as you can see. I still keep, obviously, all my expenses written down in a full diary book like this. So this will definitely get used. Ooh, wow, that's so lovely. And the covers got a nice texture to it and Ree's put my name on it. Oh, thank you. I've actually been watching her videos where she has created her own bullet journal and everything, and oh my gosh, I am not that creative. I can't decorate or anything. I just write in it. Thank you. That will definitely get used. That one's going to stay on my table. And I'm actually going to pop the savings challenge away. So, all right. So, I'm filming this days after the big storm that Sydney has had. Now, I lost power. My whole building blacked out. My whole area blacked out, actually, except for the apartment next door. Well, I live in an area that is pretty famous for just apartments, high-rises, and I live across the street from a major shopping centre, and everyone was out. Yeah, big storm hit, lightning flashes everywhere, and I was actually working. I was still on Zoom, and the power cut out at 8:33 p.m. And I was like, all right, that's not going to work. It was really hot as well, so I was running the aircon, and at first I thought, did I just blow up my own apartment? But then I look out over my balcony and I can see that the shopping centre lights are out, and, so I knew it wasn't just me. We didn't get power back until well after on the next day, so we were talking 16 hours without power. Internet was way after that, and hot water was not really a thing back until 2 days after the fact. I mean, I could have a lukewarm shower, but it basically trickled. It was a thing, and then I had to catch up on work. It was messy. Anyway, I'll get to the whole story. It's a big schmozzle. January, I feel like, has not started off well. Aldi, Friday night dinner, $35.80. Dishwashing liquid, $9. I got hair coils, hair ties, $10.93. First week was $97.57. Second week, I get some food, some water, which actually really did come in handy. I don't, if I'm honest, change the filters on my water, on my taps and on my water jugs often enough. And sometimes when I go out and about on site for work, I don't always bring a water bottle. So it's always nice to have these sitting about just on my, around in various offices and near the door and in the car and all of that stuff. So I got, I think, a 224 pack of this for $19.80, which came really in handy for the blackout. A bit of stationery, some hosting stuff. I bought some magnets. I've been turning a few of my recipe cards into fridge magnets. How I usually do, keep track of my recipes or like the measurements of ingredients is I just literally have a Post-it note on my fridge. So I've actually just laminated a few of them and bought a magnet, a stick-on magnet, and now they just stick on. So these are the little things I've created. They just literally stick onto the fridge. Super easy for me to keep track. It's just a Post-it that's been laminated, and then I bought a packet of magnets for $18.04. I grew up in a large household. So when I learned how to cook, I basically learned how to cook amounts to feed 10 people at a time. And now I live alone. It's still been years and I still struggle to scale down recipes, right? Because you don't just scale it down. The amount of cooking time changes and things like that. So I'm still in the process of scaling down things that I like to eat to 2 to 4 portions. I never cook one portion at a time, waste time and effort. So that's what I've got. They just stick onto the fridge. And I actually have a system of meat, yellow, vegetarian, green, and like one pot meals or carby meals in orange. So I bought magnets for that. I had sushi with my friends on the Saturday night for $52, and then I bought diffusers for $100.89, and they've just arrived in the post. They were huge. This is massive. The packaging on this is a bit overkill. So I got the Moss Street fragrances. I got a Japanese honeysuckle. Now this is huge because it is a ceramic diffuser. I do like to keep diffusers all across the home. That smells really nice. So a bit of a decorative one, a bit of a different one for me. So I bought a Japanese honeysuckle one, bought a blood orange one, and a Starry Night fragrance diffuser. I have no idea what's in this. Red currant, black currant, red plum, and lemon. Okay. Whatever, so I got 3 of those, and they'll nicely, be in every room. In the living room, I keep one in the bathroom, and I also keep one in my bedroom. So second week was $328.19. And then the third week, some stationery. I got a Canva Pro subscription, $165 for the year. That is for actually the my building. I'm on the strata committee, and we've just decided we're going to start issuing some communications. And although I prefer more, professional grade, software, whatever, it's overkill for the building, so I'll just make it work. Aldi 4117. Now, I'm actually really glad I only did a very small shop. I think, I had a bit of a desire to clear out some of my pantry and fridge space because I had a Costco run planned for the Saturday with my friends. So I literally just got some chicken, some cream, and I did like a creamy pasta, which I did cook on the Wednesday. So I knew I had a very late meeting on the Wednesday night, so I kind of luckily decided, all right, although it's like 5:30 p.m., I'm going to cook dinner and then just reheat it after in the microwave. It was good I did so because, I just had it on the stove, turned off in the pot and everything, and I was in the middle of my meeting and the lightning was insane. The storms and the rain and the winds were pretty epic. I had this giant spider web, and it was about like, a meter and a half on my outside window, and I live in a high rise, right? So you have to get professional abseiler window cleaning situation going on, which has been booked for the end of this month. And I've had that spider web for ages, and it totally just washed away. The rain and the wind was pretty insane. I also have white outdoor cushion covers for my outdoor seating, and I'm upset. I had just recently washed it all, but they absolutely had gunk, basically blown onto them. Some of them are like black, so I will have to actually wash the cushion covers all over again. Small things, even though the rain kind of washed away a lot of the window stuff, it brought a lot of just general dust and dirt onto the veranda and onto the balcony. So your rain is quite filthy. Luckily, I'm too high for trees. I'm on a double-digit story, but I also live next to or nearby a park, and a lot of trees did come down. So it took the SES another week, actually, to come and just clear out some of the debris. Obviously, they were very, very busy, as you can imagine. I heard that a couple of 100,000 homes in Sydney did lose power. So that happened on the Wednesday night, 8:30. And to compound things, the fire alarm went off. Now, I heard sirens blaring like all night long, and the firefighters must have had a really, really tough time because at 8:30 p.m, people are still coming home, and without power, you get stuck in the lift, and it's a whole situation. Luckily, in our building, no one was stuck in the lift, very fortunately. But, the fire alarm blared for a good about 47 minutes before they came. I don't know. I know it was raining, so we're all kind of downstairs in the lobby. Everyone's got their pets, but downstairs is much better than upstairs because the fire alarm, the evac alarm, is so loud. I don't know how you can bear it and stay in your own apartment. But the fire stairs, I had to walk up and down, and my legs were jelly the next day. The next day, we still did not have electricity when we woke up. We kind of thought, all right, if power went out at 8:30 p.m, maybe it'll be back up by the time you have to go to work in the morning. Not the case. I woke up like 7:30. My phone was going off, And Strata Committee decided we're going to walk across the street and buy like the giant dolphin torches, the big ones, because the fire stairs were the only way of getting in and out, right? And the fire stairs do have emergency lights, but apparently only 90 minutes worth of emergency lights. So at this point, we're, more than 12 hours and still no electricity back. And it was pitch black, absolutely pitch black in the fire stairs. And a lot of people, were just using their phones, their little flashlight on their phones, not good enough. So luckily I had a power bank, but I also went and bought 2 of these mini ones just to have around the house as well. So very, very useful. And it's got a little clip on it so I can, basically clip it onto my keys or whatever for future. My friends were joking. They were like, millennial obsession with candles to the rescue. I did luckily have a candle, a large one, gifted to me for Christmas. A glasshouse frangipani one. Smells really lovely. I burnt that one all night. But no electricity, so no internet, so no work. And I was like, I'm not going to bed at 10. Plus the evac situation wasn't great. I did think about it. I was like, should I have a shower in the dark? But unfortunately, in our apartment buildings, the water requires an electrical pump to circulate. So while we did have some water, it was like a trickle of water, and it was like the emergency water. But, because the pumps are in basement, in car park, all the lower levels get all the water first, and by the time it gets up to me and the higher floors, you just don't get anything. So it was not great. My fridge was not spared. When I woke up, I did check the fridge, and I have those aluminium Coke cans in there, and they were room temperature. So I was like, well, milk's gone, the cream's gone, the butter's gone, all the dairy's gone, all the cheese is gone. Very fortunately for me, I did not have a lot of things in my fridge, and I didn't have any raw meat in the fridge because I had cooked it up the night before. And I had a lot of fruit, so I could just eat fruit. The freezer did okay, I think. Things in the freezer were still frozen, so I didn't have to throw anything out there. Anyway, my torches, I got 2 of them for $17. My milk was $6.90. I bought dinner on the Friday night because I just still couldn't be bothered. We still had water problems in the building. I know. I think everyone was like, why didn't we call an emergency plumber? I was like, I also kind of thought we should have called an emergency plumber. I know the cost of it is high, but, we've got more than 300 apartments in here, so I think the owners were like, just spend the money next time, and I agree. Anyway, dinner, and what's that? I think, I was fed at a couple of people's apartments on the Thursday as well. One of the other girls on the Strata Committee, we both couldn't work, right? No internet, which didn't really come back until Friday night. So we both took the day off and just dealt with stuff around the building. But luckily we were fed. Anyway, I already had a power bank, but I bought yet another one. So my power bank was good enough to charge my phone, my iPhone, but it's not strong enough to charge my little tablet Chromebook, whereas this one is. So I've got USB-C and micro ones and whatever. So I bought another power bank, secondary one, $29.24. And then on the Saturday night, I went to Costco. So this is kind of the fortunate thing of why I had an empty fridge. I spent $272 at Costco. food, family stuff, and I bought a giant bottle of Gaviscon. I had this epic heartburn the week before to the point where I was like, yeah, I can't handle it. And my friends were like, well, this is what it feels like getting old. I was like, I have like meat sweats and heartburn. I can't. Although I have the chewable tablets at home, apparently you have to chew like 6 of them according to the back of the packet. And I was like, yeah, no way. So I bought a giant bottle of Gaviscon. And so middle week of the month, I spent $659.68, taking my total to $1,085.44. Yeah, so I did have small things like internet bill coming out, and that's halfway through the month. I feel like January has gone on forever. Let's unstuff. Bills and utilities, $5 out, $255 out, so I've got $14.90 left. So that's 1,001, 2, 3, 450, 70, 90. I don't know what bills are coming up. I'm still like mentally frazzled. I feel like I've been just catching up on work since the blackout. It's because it's just piled up, right? Medical, I'm taking out my giant bottle of Gaviscon, $15. So I've got 175. Business, bits and bobs, stationery, so $50 coming out. 150.75. Now, usually in a blackout that lasts this long, I would go to my parents' place, but they also had a blackout, so that wasn't going to work. I actually did consider it on the second night where I was like, hot shower or trickling lukewarm shower. I was like, I can't be bothered. I'll just slowly wash everything. Groceries. I've just obviously done my giant Costco run. I also bought my family some stuff that they wanted. We went very late at night just before closing, and I can't believe Costco closes at 6 p.m. on a Saturday. I was like, really? You'd think that they go to like 8 or 9 p.m. Apparently 8 p.m. is what they close on the weekdays. So, yeah. I mean, I did get eggs. I got eggs. I haven't seen eggs for legitimately months in this big supermarkets. But yeah, I got eggs. I've got $135 left. 135, and I think basically 2 weeks to go, but the Costco stuff will last me ages. That's the thing about Costco, right? I don't think it's very actually cost effective unless you are going to split it with people, or unless you shop the specials, or you shop exclusively at Coles or Woolies, because I actually find that some of their items that, same branded items, by the way, are cheaper on Amazon because you get the 10% subscription off. And only if, honestly, you can get through all of the Costco stuff before it expires. So I got a giant, 2 kilo thing of bulgogi, which obviously is a single person I can't eat. So I took about a third of it and I gave the rest to mum and dad. The eggs, like a 60 pack of eggs, there's no way, I can get through that. So I just took 2 dozen, maybe 16, 17 eggs, and then I gave the rest to the family, and we split it between everyone. Yeah, the portion sizes are too huge. So if you have a giant family, maybe it's worth it, but once you average things out per unit item or per 100 grams, I don't actually find Costco cheaper. Splurge. I think I'm going to take dinner out of this. So $20 out. So I've got 500, 600, 700 in splurge. Home and miscellaneous. I'm taking some things out. So I've got 50 and 20. So 100, 20, 30 still left in home miscellaneous, my diffusers and all of that fun stuff. Family, I'm taking some of their shopping out, 45 out. So I still have 105 in family. Hosting, I did get things like prosciutto, and some crackers and cheese, I think, from Costco, which usually does come out of hosting, but I just couldn't be bothered splitting it, so I'm just going to take 35 from Costco and 20 from other things. So I've still got $30 left, so 55 came out. And in overspending, I still have a buffer of $100. And this savings challenge, I'm just going to slip into here. And I will start that with next month's stuffing. So for rollover, just to zero out the dollars and cents every week, had 7 cents left over, $5.68, 61 the next week, and $7.43, taking my rollover to $13.10. So that's been my unstuffing. I'm just trying to keep expenses low. Yeah, I have to still rejig the year's budget, but I'll find time. Anyway, I hope you've all been well, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.